All right, joined by Calvin Hick cross country coach Nicole Kramer after the Night Raider Invitational. Fairly warm early September Friday, not totally unexpected. Just your thoughts on how you navigated the weather, men's race first, then the women.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be warm, so thought it would be best to move both of the races up by an hour, which certainly helped. I think it definitely got a lot warmer during the women's race, secondly, so just got to be careful, have safety first, obviously, with the conditions. But overall things went really smooth here. Super exciting to kind of debut an updated course and navigate this new just all the newness, all the changes we're embracing at Calvin right now. It's super exciting. So
how would you describe the new course and just getting used to it here? How did it run today?
Yeah, it ran really well. I think there could be some tweaks we decide to make after debriefing in the future. Things seem to play out really well with just going through really each mile and each phase of the course. There weren't really any big hiccups. Seemed like, everyone knew where they were going, which is obviously important. Having the track kind of right in the middle really, kind of makes it a fun atmosphere too for team camps to be. Just smoothing out some different areas and just little things here and there, but overall really happy with how things played out.
So the men, you didn't run all your top guys. In fact, very few of them. You gave others a chance to compete. Just your thoughts on how the men ran.
Sure, yeah, they ran really smart. We had 6 freshmen, run their first 8K. One of, our top guy, Vaughn Meyer, that was his first cross-country race ever, actually. So, very impressive start. Really great from Jonathan. We decided to keep one of our guys out, Gabe Verlin, today, but he was originally going to race with him and then just decided to, move on up a bit and see what he could do. So it was really exciting to see him kind of break through and break up a little bit as well. Jack DeCreiter had a really solid start. Justin Ross as well, and Zeke Hardy. I mean, we had just some really good performances and some career PRs too from some of our returners, which usually the first meet on a warmer day, not the fastest of courses here, I don't think, but to have some career PRs is really exciting. So.
Well, in the women's, you had some of your top people sitting out today, resting, that type of thing, but you had a mix of some newcomers and veterans, and you came away with a 1-point win, so kind of fun to do that. And despite the warm temps, looks like they really ran well.
Absolutely, yeah. And our top returners who didn't race today, they didn't necessarily rest. They were up early doing a workout of their own to prepare for next week. So, they did great. But, Sophie Bull had a phenomenal day. So she's coming up really strong. Obviously had a phenomenal track season, and it was great to see her really take control of the race about after the mile and not look back at all. From there, Alexis Ball and Elia worked together really well. 2 of our really solid freshman incomers. So throughout, these ladies were working together. They were pushing each other, and we saw some great things today. So Ava Tatko and Lily Harsavor, also Lily's first cross-country race ever. Just great performances, with many of them. So again, it did heat up. That was challenging for some, and gotta take care and rest up. If we're a little dehydrated and not quite feeling right after this, but overall to win by 1 point is kind of special too. So definitely fun. Hopefully we're done with ties this year. I mean, last year was unique and pretty cool in that aspect, but it's kind of fun to take the win as well. So.
Well, and finally, just the schedule ahead. This is the first of 3 home races for your team, but I think next week you go down to Terre Haute, Indiana. I know there's a trip out to Augustana, Rock Island, Illinois. Just talk about the weeks coming up on the schedule.
Yeah, really each meet as we go gains a little bit more importance. So, when we travel, when we get on the bus and go somewhere, especially when it's an overnight trip, those are pretty key meets. And next week's going to be great just to get a first look of the Nationals course, not get too, worked up about how things play out. It's still so early. So our top returners, that'll be their first race, which will be really great to see. Then we're back here for the night invite, which is going to be really fun. We'll have an alumni cookout and yeah, team cookout after that. Should be a lot of fun. Yeah, Augustana and Muskegon, are kind of those transition meets in the middle of the year where it's like, okay, it's time to see how we're coming together, making progress with all the big training we've been doing.
All right.
And then obviously saving up for championship season where it matters the most.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, congrats on first opening weekend here, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Great. Thanks for the support.